KSI, also known as Knowledge, Strength, and I'm a puss. You know him, I know him. Your mother definitely knows him. Well, he kind of just made one of the biggest statements of his career, but not in a good way. It's bad for me, it's bad for you, the fans, it's bad for KSI. It's good for Jake Paul, though. So what am I talking about? Well, first you need to understand what happened this weekend. Jake Paul had another fight that I'm sure wasn't rigged against Andre August. Not sure who that is, but apparently he's a pro boxer with a 10-1-1 record. Well, 10-2 now, I guess, right? Because Jake Paul kind of did this to him.
Andre needs to be careful about ducking down.
Was it staged? Probably. The problem was Jake Paul built this guy up to be some huge pro boxer, big strong guy, not a 50-year-old retired MMA fighter. And apparently he's been fighting high-level boxers his whole pro career. Let's look at Andre's record, shall we? So he's fought all these guys that seem to have a lot in common. They always lose. Most of these guys have at least double the amount of losses than they do wins, and that doesn't really support what Jake Paul said about this guy just beating high-level boxers. Anyway, he knocked him out in one round, so go Jake Paul, I guess. Don't clip that out of context. On the other side, we have a nice and small charity spar between KSI and Speed. It went a little differently to how you would expect, and things got a little, interesting. The idea is they would just have a little bit of fun, raise loads of money for charity with no hard feelings either way, and they did just that. They made £50,000, or dollars, for a charity because you guys donated. Personally, I didn't because, anyway, KSI started with his usual tactic while Speed ran away for his life. Everything was going fine at first and it looked like a hard spar. They were having fun, right? Now, we know what Speed is like. So, basically, he kind of had a meltdown after getting beaten up for a while.
For your tenacity, I'm going to tap out.
Bro, stand up, bro.
You win, bro.
No, dude.
You win.
I'm not going out like that, bro.
God, you win.
My mama like I'm not going out like that, bro.
Bro.
Stand over there, bro. God, stand over. I'm not playing, bro.
It's done.
It's over.
It's over.
Why? Why is it done? For what? I said 6 rounds, bro. It's not over.
It's over.
For what, bro? It's not over.
God, it's not over, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I'm not playing, bro. I said 6 rounds, bro. I said 6 rounds.
So anyway, after all that, and KSI beat up Speed and he went off crying, and Jake Paul knocked out some random pro boxer that obviously is super high level, KSI tweeted out something that we've all kind of suspected for a while, but haven't really had any concrete proof about until now. He said, yeah, he ain't got any hype anymore. I ain't wasting my time to fight him. Lol. Now imagine I'm your English teacher and we've got to dissect this to find out some hidden meanings. Basically, it's a why were the curtains red situation. He says he hasn't got any hype anymore. Don't know about that one. Just gets a couple of million views every month, nothing really major. Next is I ain't wasting my time to fight him, which translates to I am terrified. Or he genuinely thinks Jake Paul isn't a big name. But as much as I don't like the guy, Jake Paul has a big name. Okay, he does. But then KSI also said in a recent interview this.
Jake Paul winning by first round knockout. Your reaction?
I mean, am I shocked? No. Like, we all know that Jake just looks for super easy fights. And he fought a cab driver this time. So, yeah, it is what it is. I don't really care about him. I didn't even know he was fighting. I didn't even know he was fighting at the same time as me, so.
He said he had absolutely no idea that Jake Paul was even fighting, but somehow he knew that Jake Paul's opponent was a cab driver and an easy fight. 1 + 1 does not equal 3, KSI. Look, bro, it's okay. You can admit that you were keeping tabs on him, alright? He's going to be your future opponent, so to be honest with you, if you weren't keeping tabs on him, I'd be bit worried for you. No one's going to think you're obsessed with him or scared just because you're watching who he's fighting. He watches you all the time because he knows he's going to fight you one day. He wants to find holes in your game. There are so many. Boys, it doesn't look like they are going to fight anytime soon, or if ever at this rate. The whole world just wants KSI and Jake Paul to fight. It would literally break the internet. Every press conference would get millions of views. Every interview would get millions of views. Just seeing these two interact would get millions of views because it's something we don't get very often. Brands Fans will pay you and everybody involved any number you can think of to get in on some of that action. And if you don't want the money and you're saying it's not about the money, no worries. Just give it all to charity, but I'm telling you, this will make millions. And if you really don't know what to do with the money, well, you know, my PayPal account is always available to keep hold of those funds. Either way, fight him and end this. Like and subscribe, boys, and we'll see what stupid shit the internet does tomorrow. In a bit, boys. KSI, man, just fight him.